Hello everybody, welcome back to Cipher 0. We have beaten the farmland, or is our farmland next? No, we beat the farmland, and so now we can come over to this industrial zone. Catch the train, ride along the coast a bit. Arriving, power plant. Alright, power plant, what are you going to teach me today? Alright, we can have wide blocks. That's valid. I wanted to hit the solution again. That is not valid. Oh, okay, so it's the volume. This is 2 volume. This is 1 volume. So 1 volume matches 1 line. So here, 2 volume for 2 lines. I understand. 2 volume for 2 lines. Two volume, 1 volume, 1 volume. Smashed it, mate. That's the only way you can have 2. You've got 1, you've got 1. Easy. Here, you can only have 2 like that. You can only have 2 like that, and you've got 1. Oh boy. Right. If you have 2 like that, you can't have 2 here and here. Right, you've got 2, you've got 3, that's too much. Right, this guy at the top, horizontal, is either going to have this, or this, but not both. If it's this needs 2, and this needs 2. Can't be that, so it has to be some version of these. This is lacking a second one. So I think we start on this side is more likely. You need a second. You've got 1, so you're done. It's going to be that. You get 2. You've got 2. You've got 2. You've got 1. That's it. Just those 2. Discovered the cluster tile. Alright, now let's start mixing that in with everything else, I guess. A dot. We learned dots before. Is it Minesweeper rules? 2 sides. No, 2 pieces. Interesting. 2 pieces, 1 piece, 1 piece, 1 piece. Okay. Oh boy. That looks good. No, we doubled up over here. How about that then? Yes. Okay. I think we do both because you're inside this, touching that. You're inside that, touching this. Yeah. Right, you need to touch 2 things, which is that. You're touching 1, you're touching 1, you're touching 2. Got it. You need to touch 1. Has to be that. You need to touch a second one. Has to be that. Yeah. That's not so hard. Right, Sam Fish is back. How can you only touch one? This doesn't work, right? No, you need one more. That works. Four? Four? That's so many. Right, you're touching one. You're touching one. You're touching two now. Yes. You're not touching anything. Got ya. Okay. We now have line segments. We do that. You need a second. You've got one. You've got one. It's just this. Right, you need two, which is either this. Oh, you're touching like 8 now. Yeah. So you need to touch 2. You're done. You need 3. 1, 2, 3. You're now touching 4, so we can just take off 1. No, because that's too much. There you go, bit by bit. Oh my god. What am I looking at? What is this? Where do we begin? Great question. This 2 is... could be this, could be that, could be that. Do I think this is lit? I've got no idea. If this is lit, then it's not any of these and it's not any of those. It would have to be this. Is it that? No, because this needs 5. I can't add one more to this, I think. Because that becomes 3. That becomes 3. Everything else is full. Yeah, lots of mad... Oh, I can cycle through 3 different kinds of marks now. Interesting. That should hopefully be a helpful tool. So where does our logic begin? This needs to touch 5 things. That doesn't impact anything. So I feel like that must be lit. That gives you 1. So not you, not you. Yes, you. Yes, you. You've got 1, so not you. Yes, you. Yes, you. You need a second. That's too many on the 5 now. I didn't realize you could do that. There's clearly some hybrid touch control sort of thing going on. Okay. This needs 5. I don't think we are going to like this. If that's not going to be lit, you need 2. You need 2. You need to add 1. You need a second. Does that add up? No, because you're not touching anything. Like, add that to the left. It's not that bad. That's that bad. Okay, where do we begin? It's a great question. For that to be 3, it either has to be that or then like this. Let's start with this and see how that goes. This needs 3, which would have to be that. This needs a second one, which would be this. This needs 2, which would be that and that, which leaves this at 4, which is too many. So does that mean this would be lit? Can't have both of those. Oh, you got the... How does that go? Oh, so wrong. So undeniably wrong. I struggle in these moments to go, is there a piece of logic that I should definitely be using, like, firm, concrete logic at this point? Or not? I'm uncertain. This needs only 1. This needs 3. Okay. If this is yes and yes, one of these two will be the third. And if this needs 1, then that is blank and that is blank. So it's going to be one of these two are on and these two have to be off. If these two have to be off, but this needs a second, that is lit. And this is unlit. Okay, we're actually finding logic now. That's fun. So this needs a second, which will be that. This is unlit. This needs a second and a third. This has 2. This is unlit. This needs a third. This needs 2 and 3. You've got 1. You're done. You've got 2, you're done. You need 1. You need a third that's not this one. Could be either of those. How does that go? So close. You needed 2 and you got 3. Okay, you now have 3. Our logic was good up to a point, and then it just kind of fell apart. You've got 3. You needed 2, you've got it. You need 3, it's going to be one of these two. Because you need 2, you got the one from there, that means this is blank. These two make 3. This needs a third, it's going to be one of these. This needs a third, it can be that one. Does that work? No, you've got 3 now. I don't know where this is getting its second one from. Alright, let's restart our logic here. This guy needs 3. It has 4 edges. So only 1 edge can be left. This needs 1 in the horizontal. So this must be lit. This must be lit. And then one of those 2 must be lit for this to get to a 3rd pip. Which means if one of these is getting a 3rd pip, this gets 1 from those, and those are never pressed. That means this is getting a 3rd. This needs a 3rd. Did I get the initial piece here wrong somewhere? You need 2. You've got 1. So one of these will be lit. And then one of these will be lit in a pair. Because that makes 3. If I did that, that goes to 3. And this needs 3. Is there any reason why any of this currently is not valid? That means you now have 2. So it's not that, which gives me those. You've got 2. You've got 2. You've got 3. You've got 3. You've got 1. You've got 3. You need 1 more. Yeah, no, this is being a pain in the neck. Where does my logic fall down here? Somewhere in this lower left corner. Right, this 3. We're here again. Can't do this because this needs 1. So it must be 1, 2, and then one of those as a 3rd. If that gets one of those as a 3rd, it means this is never lit, and this is never lit. So that means this needs a 2nd. It's either this one or this one. If it's this one, this doesn't get that. You've got that. You get 2 of those. You've got 3. Oh my god. You've now got 2. I can't see where the logic goes to fix this. Right, we're here again. 1, 2, and one of these. Definitely not. Did my order of colors change? So one of those. This here needs 1 more, which will be that one or that one. This needs 3. Could be this one. Now this has 3. For that to have 3, it must get those. So this is not lit. You've got 3. So this is not lit. You need 2, which would be that. You need 1, which would be that. Oh, so close. You need a 2nd. But I can't put a second anywhere. Oh, thank God. One step at a time. Real challenge, enduring change. Happens one step at a time. And then there's even more of these. Oh. Right, so we only have to accommodate one negative on the path. Okay, we're learning. Good. 2. Where do we make the pivot? Nice. Ask yourself, why did they have that bit above it if I wasn't to use it? 3 and 3. It's very simple, that one. That one felt too easy. Huh. How are we going to do 3 on this guy? That's a great question, because I can't have 2x2 blocks. I can't do that. It is not allowed. Well, I can finish on there. Can't do this, right? Because that... I can't do that. No. Can't do that. No. There you go. No. Oh, this is a 2x2. Where does the third one go? I can make tiny extra spaces to add one additional piece in. Like, I can do offset islands, but not quite. This has to be lit. Then it has to be one of those. If it's this, I can't paint in 3 of those without making a 2x2, so it's not that. How do I do this? That's 3. Yeah, that was no good. Is that? There you go. Cheeky. Oh, that's lots of 1 dashes. You get one, you've got one, you get one. It's pretty simple all in, really. Wow. Okay. How on earth are we going to do this? We must start here. We can't go through that many finishes over and over and over again. Can it be a loop? No, also there's more than two here, so that's no good. Where does it go? That's a great question. So here... No. Here we use kind of this offset square pattern. It's how we get 3 out of this and 3 out of this. I guess it would have to be something like that. But where the 2 at the top come in? Because to have a 3 and a 3, it has to be this shape, right? That's the only way we can have a 3 and a 3, isn't it? A 3 and a 2, 1. But it can't be this way because that makes a bifurcated line. So it feels like it would have to be that, but then the 2 up here gets left off. I have no idea. What do we do with this? Love the sound effects though, the little chirps. Right, 1, 2. If this has got 2, I feel like it has to be in the middle. Hold on. Yeah, how do we do the 2s? That would have to end there. I don't know. I can't see it. So I'm going to put that down there at the half-hour mark, but we'll come back to this with fresh eyes, see what I might be missing. But for now, thank you so much for watching. If you want to check out the game for yourself, link is down in the description. Maybe you can do this puzzle before I do. Otherwise, yeah, thanks. See you in the next one. Cheers.